Yeah, good morning, everyone. So yesterday, uh, Fed meeting was over, and more of the indications were March they will not be cutting interest rate, and the probability of cutting the interest rate in May has remained more or less same. It's over 90%, as what has been seen in CMA Fed Watch. That the chances of rate cut happening in May are very high at around 90%. Apart from that, post this meeting, if you see the bond yield has come off a bit. It's down by around 6 basis point in US 10-year bond yield, and also dollar index also came off by around 16 basis points. So though the index over there has come off in the US, but Asian market are showing some positive signs, and that is also getting reflections in even in DX, that is dollar index and even bond yield. So seems like more of an event getting over, and nothing great changes, and whatever the positions which were taken on the other side is getting unwind and can act as a positive for the market. Apart from that, today, even in India, we have a statement of account, not full-fledged budget. Budget will be post-election. Here, generally in statement account, no policy decisions are taken, but this time the statement of account will be watched from the perspective of where the government is keeping its fiscal deficit. What they are thinking is on the fiscal deficit. Uh, the last year, the fiscal deficit was around 5.9%, and the expectation is that the fiscal deficit has to come down to 5.3 or 5.4% in this year, and further down in the next year to around 4.9%. Uh, the key thing to watch because of this is the how the expenditures on the capital side is being planned. We had seen that in last 3 4 years, this government has put up a lot of stress, a lot of emphasis on capital expenditure, and which has grown over 25%. And whether the same momentum is maintained in the current year or not will be a key thing to watch in this budget. Apart from that, there will not be any policy decisions, so won't have any great impact on the market except from this perspective. So seems like today again the market may be looking positively, but the key thing to watch will be the budget. How the direction it takes will depend on that. I'll request technical team to take up from here.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Good morning, all of you. Today we expect flattish open due to budget, and we see some volatility during the day. But till the date, Nifty yesterday managed to close about 26,700 and 670 level. So this is closing is positive, but if Nifty intraday again break important support 21,640 and below, then next immediate support place around 21,540, 21,450 and downside. 21,450 is a major support for this Nifty session, today's session, and upside 21,840 is the next immediate resistance. Above that, then again Nifty trade towards 22,000 and above range. So today we expect a flattish open and maybe see some volatility during the day. And Bank Nifty also yesterday managed to sustain above the 46,200 level, and yesterday we saw that that managed to sustain this 50 DMA, and last three trading session we saw that Bank Nifty taken a support at 50 DMA that comes around 45,500. So major support place around 45,500 for Bank Nifty, and below that 45,300 and 45,000 in downside. Upside next immediate resistance place around 46,700 and 800. That's come in the long term average resistance, and above that then we expect further rally towards 47,000 in upside. So Bank Nifty trading within the range only, upside 46,800 and downside 45,600 range. This is major range for Bank Nifty. And Fin Nifty also yesterday managed to sustain above the important level, that is 20,530, and close above 20,600 level. So we expect this momentum is the positive side, but today the major support place around first 20,530, below that 20,370 and 20,130 at downside. Upside 20,760 next immediate resistance for Fin Nifty. So all three index yesterday managed to sustain the important zone, and if today's session is trading above this level on closing basis, then we expect further rally. Otherwise, we see some volatility in this session also. Stock specific, Voltas looks positive and Gujarat Gas also looks positive. We already seen the Gujarat Gas and positive side yesterday also. So we expect this momentum to be continue because there is breakout in daily chart given a breakout of 570 level, and next immediate level comes around 600 and 610 in upside. And negative side, L&T also, L&T Chola Finance looks weak, and L&T is trading the near the support zone, that's 50 DMA. Around 34.20 is a major support. If L&T break this level, then we expect further sell up. Otherwise, trading within the range only. But yesterday we saw last two trading session we saw some pressure in LIC because right now trading on overbought zone. So LIC looks weak at current level, but majorly support place around 34.20. If break that level, then LIC drag towards 33.70, 33.50 at downside. Upside 35.20 is a major resistance for LIC. If it's clear that, then we expect further rally for LIC. That's it for technical derivative guidance.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. So on the derivatives front, as we have witnessed that the major buying has been come from the Nifty front in yesterday trading session with a major support from the Bank Nifty front. As I said yesterday also that till the time Bank Nifty is not breaking on the downside below 44,700 level, till that point of time we might see some outperformance from the Bank Nifty against the Nifty front. While in yesterday's session, the change that we have witnessed on the overall market front or like from last 2 weeks of trading session, we are seeing that the FIs were continuously into the buying front, but in yesterday's selling front. But in yesterday's session, we have seen that the FI have shown a buying of almost around 1,600 crore with the support of index future and the stock future also. The buying was almost around 4,000 crores. So this is a positive note. While on the OI front, we are seeing that on the monthly basis, 21,500 is acting as a strong supportive base right now for the market. Once if Nifty goes below 21,500 level, then again we might witness some selling momentum. But till the time it's not going below 21,500 level, till that point of time we might witness some buying momentum from the supportive base, because at 21,500 strike, we are seeing that almost around 5 million positions of put writer got added on in yesterday trading session. But on the upside, the resistance range for the Nifty is at 21,900 to 22,000 mark. So once if Nifty in today's session comes near 21,900 to 950 mark, at that point of time we might again witness some profit booking scenario. But in today's first half of trading session, we might expect some buying momentum to range bound momentum. So in first half 1 hour, we expect the Nifty to show around 80 to 100 points momentum on the upper end. Once if Nifty comes near 21,900 level, then again we might witness some range bound momentum in the market. So hold the long position with the support of 21,500 level for next 1 to 2 days of trading session. While on the stock specific and sector specific front, overall metal counter looks a positive. Selective counter from metal would be SAIL Nalco, looks a positive in today's trading session. Another counter which looks positive, where we have seen that in yesterday's session, short covering has been witnessed, was Exide Industry, M&M Finance and PNB. These three counter we have seen that major shorts have been covered, and fresh longs will be converted in today's trading session. So keep watch on these 3 to 4 counters. So that's it from derivative front. Thank you.
Good morning. Yesterday, RBI has taken action against Paytm Payments Bank. RBI has instructed that no further deposits or credit transactions or top-ups shall be allowed in the customer accounts or prepaid accounts as well as wallets. The last date is up till February 29. After that, it won't be allowed. No other banking services like fund transfer, UPI facility will also be provided by the bank after Feb 29th, and even the nodal accounts are to be terminated for the bank. So the payments bank was supposed to be the main growth driver for the company, and so these actions will be a big negative for the company. Bank of Baroda result is above expectation due to lower credit cost, which came at just 0.3% against expectation of 0.8%, and even in September quarter it was 0.8%. Credit cost is expected to remain muted for next 1 to 2 quarters as well, on the back of continued reversal in provision on restructured book. So we can expect good ROA expansion even from the current level of 1.2%. It has scope for further increasing. Advances grew by 14% year on year, to 2.4% quarter on quarter, and bank has guided for growth of 15% going forward. Net interest margin stabilized at 3.1%. Slippage came down to 1% against 1.7% in September quarter. And so bank has done well on all parameters. We remain bullish. Data patterns result is marginally above expectation. Revenue grew by 25% year on year. EBITDA margin came at 43% against expectation of 40%, and last year it was 42%. Profit came at 51 crores against 33 crores in September quarter as well as last year. Stock had got overvalued, and that's why since last 4 to 5 months we have seen it is consolidating. Also, management had reduced its growth guidance a couple of quarters back from around 35% to 25% now. So that is also keeping pressure on the stock. We expect stock to remain range bound around current levels itself going forward as well. Hence, we are neutral on data patterns. Thank you.
Good morning. Kitex Garment has posted improved set of numbers for the quarter, both on the revenue and the margin front. Stock is trading at 49.9 times TTM EPS. PVR Inox has posted marginally below expectation numbers for the quarter, both on the revenue and the margin front. Stock is trading at a P of 24.9 times FY25 EPS, and Welspun Living has posted improved set of numbers year on year. Stock is trading at a PE of 18.6 times FY25 EPS. Thank you.
Good morning. Dabur India Limited had posted results. Results were in line with expectations. Revenue grew by 7% on a YY basis, where it has seen decent domestic volume growth of 3.5% and 5.5% volume growth, including Badshah, which is a decent performance. Also, it has seen a higher rural sales proportion of Dabur versus peers. International business grew at 1.3% in INR terms and 11.7% in constant currency terms. Company's 90% of portfolio has witnessed market share gains, and EBITDA margin reported at 20.5%. The Dabur is confident of improving its margin on a YY basis in the quarter 4, which is led by the lower material cost, and it expects to achieve 19.5% of margins for FY24. The stock is trading at a PE of 41.9 times to FY25 EPS, and we are positive on the company with a long-term view. Balaji Amines Limited result has improved. The revenue degrew by 34.6% on a YY basis, but there is a flat growth on a sequential basis. EBITDA margin reported at 19.8% versus 21.8% in the last year and 14.1% in the last quarter. The sequential improvement was due to stabilized input costs and the stability in the industry scenario. The outlook remains neutral on the stock, as it is trading on the PE of 42.9 times to TTM EPS. Procter & Gamble Hygiene and Healthcare Limited result is above expectations. The top line performance has seen the flat sales growth. An EBITDA margin reported at 27.3% versus the expectation of 24.2%. The stock is trading at a PE of 54.5 times to FY25 EPS, and we are neutral on the stock. Yesterday, there was a con call on Coromandel International. In the con call, the government has announced a policy for the fertilizer companies on the margin front. This new policy on fixed margins, which is to be effective from April 2024, is likely to be at least similar to the current nutrient-based subsidy policy. And Coromandel is likely to earn 12% margin on cost of sale as per this policy, as it is a part of integrated manufacturers, and a subsidy outstanding for December 2023 is rupees 24 billion. Our outlook remains neutral on the stock. Thank you.
Good morning. Maruti Suzuki result is in line with expectation as revenue came at 33,308 crores, which degrew by 10.1% on quarterly basis and grew by 14.7% on yearly basis. EBITDA also came at 3,908 crores. And EBITDA margins stand at 11.7%. The margins declined sequentially on the back of operating leverage, advertisement, and discount. The PAT came at 3,130 crores. It increased on yearly basis due to higher sales volume, cost reduction efforts due to slight favorable commodity prices, and higher non-operating income. Also, the average selling price increased by 6% with a greater share of utility vehicles in total sales. Pending orders by quarters close amounts to 215,000 units. On export side, the battery EV SUV segment product will be exported to Japan and Europe. Also, it continues to be the company continues to be the largest exporter of PV passenger vehicle cars from India with 270,000 units in this current year 23. As per company, it may face some logistic issues due to this Red Sea issues going on, and some increase may be seen in cost because of rerouting of vessels. The company's growth will be driven by a rise in number of vehicle dispatches with the upcoming railway siding in Manesar plant. Talking about the future plans, it is planning to expand, planning a twofold increase in its annual production capacity, about 4 million units by FY 30-31. And it also recently signed a memorandum of understanding with Gujarat government with respect to new plant with investment of 35,000 crores, which will be with the annual production capacity of 1 million units, which will be operationalized by FY 28-29. And at present, the stock is trading at PE of 26.8 times of trailing EPS, and we are positive in long term. Thank you.
Yeah, post the market outflows yesterday, Thomas Cook announced a strong set of numbers, wherein revenue grew by 23% year-on-year, but the margin has expanded substantially. The EBITDA margin has come at 8.5% versus last year 4.2%, and last quarter 5.6%. This is generally a seasonally strong quarter for travel and hospitality business. All the business has shown strong growth, whether it is Sterling Holiday Resort or even their Forex business or even travel business mostly. And the outlook seems positive for the company. Apart from that, Mopen Lab, another small company, reported a strong set of numbers. That the number came during the market hour. But what we feel that the numbers were strong, and the positiveness can continue in the quarter as well. I'll request commodity team to take up from here.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. So in today's session, we might witness gold correcting till 62,600, 62,550, whereby one can buy for a pullback and maintain a stop loss of 62,400. On upside again, 62,800, 850, one should take profits. Though silver, we are expecting prices to correct till 71 700 to 71 500 on downside. So if a pullback is witnessed till 62 200 to 50, then one can initiate a sell with a stop loss of 72 750, and prices can correct. So all in all, gold one can initiate a buy on dips and silver sell on rise strategy. In metals, copper is expected to test 728 on downside. So selling with a stop loss of 730 35 is recommended. And zinc also prices have corrected, and it is expected to test 223 to 22 on downside. So any pullback around 720 225, one can sell with a stop loss of 226.50. And crude oil, we could see some range bound movement from 62.70 to 63.70. So trading within this range is recommended, though a pullback can come till 63.70, whereby one can sell with a stop loss of 64.50. Natural gas looks positive. It is expected to test to 185, 193 levels on upside. So buying around 177, 175 is recommended with a stop loss of 168. That's it from me. I'll ask Utkarsh to take the call forward.
Thank you, sir. Very good morning, all of you. For today's trading session in USD we are expecting some sideways to bearish momentum. So, for intraday purpose, if we get any pullback around 83.11 levels, so one can initiate a short positions with a stop loss of 83.19 levels for the target of 83.05 and 83 levels. In JPY INR, one can initiate a long positions if we get some profit booking around 56.78 levels. One can initiate a long positions with a stop loss of 56.58 levels for the target of 56.99 and 57.10 levels. In GBP INR, if prices breaks the level of 105.50 levels, so one can initiate a long positions with a stop loss of 105.29 for the target of 105.72 levels. Thank you.